What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? Just find the rule of that it's all for the thoughts, because it is. I was so wrong so long ago.
Okay, alright. I was so wrong for so long. And by so long, I mean like, I don't know, like 2 weeks or so. This angle is really weird. I'm not sure why it's like that, this video. Okay, so I usually do a recap and then I do like the next week and all that stuff. I want to do like a really short recap so I can get to the predictions for next week. So last week I was actually 4-2, which isn't too bad. I am counting the fact that I told Voldemort, who got his panties in a wad, by the way, and started shooting voodoo freaking left and right all over the Rowdies in the experience. But anyway, that's another story. But I told him, because he can't seem to listen with his freaking ears because he's Voldemort, and Voldemort doesn't have ears. He's like part snake, so he like listens with his tongue, which is even weirder. I'm not even going to go into that conversation. So I told him that if Zeke is playing, and at the time of the video, he hadn't signed yet. He was about to, but I said if Zeke plays, I would change my my answer. And he ended up playing, so I changed my answer. Get the freaking dildo and the freaking panties out of your freaking butt, Voldemort. Golly, it's freaking ridiculous. Alright, so quick recap. Okay, so the Rowdies versus the Bounty Hunters, I did not expect this at all. It was rough for the Rowdies. The Rowdies really did try to come back with Will Lutz at the very, very end with the Saints. He had a game-winning killer field goal. Man, he might be a really great kicker to have because he put up 14 points, which is way better than some of the star players we're supposed to have. I think the Rowdies are going to rebound, though. The Cowboys defense did awesome, but for some reason they only got 3 points. The point system on that is just wacky, super wacky. In my opinion, it should have been 12 points. It even showed 12 points for a while, and then went back down to 3, then went up to 20, then back down to 3. It was just crazy. And who knew that Sammy Watkins was going to have his best day in 2 years, like last weekend, like. Oh, man, who knew that Tyreek Hill was going to go down? And then Sammy Watkins is like, hey, you guys, Sammy's here. Like, who knew that? Who knew that was going to happen? And who knew that Nick Foles was going to be the Nick Foles that we all know he is, and he gets hurt week 1, and then, like, you know, all that falls apart. I don't know. Nobody really knows. There were just too many points left on the bench for the Rowdies, so they lost. So then you had Voldemort versus the Experience. Again, this is all due to Voodoo. I think the Experience had the better team this weekend, but Voodoo took over because he is a punk-ass motherfucker. Voldemort is a punk-ass motherfucker. In fact, the Rowdies play him this week. I will not look at any text message he sends this week. None. Zero text messages. 0 from Voldemort. It's not happening. But anyways, that's what happened. So then you had the Gotham Knights versus the Urinators. The Urinators just absolutely dominated the Gotham Knights. Didn't really see that happening, but I did predict that the Urinators were going to win. They just have a great team. Implication versus the Regulators. Regulators put up 100.2 points. I think that's the most points they've ever scored in the league since they've been here. Ever. And I could be wrong. I don't really care to fact check that much. But yeah, that's absolutely crazy. I feel like, you know, the implication really want to show everyone like, you know what? I may have like a really bad team that I inherited, but this is what I did with it already. We'll see. It's only week 1, so there's no need to like get all crazy yet. The Bad Boys narrowly escaped no courtesy in the closest match of the week, 101.4 to 100. That's awesome. Then Meat and Cheese only took care of business because they put up 109.4 against the Phalanx 102.6. All right, so the game of the week this week. Game of the week this week is the Urinators versus the Bounty Hunters. Both are 1-0. There's 2 games that are 1-0 this week, and that's it. There's no other 1-0 undefeated, if you can even call it that, undefeated teams that are going head-to-head this week. So that makes it really fun. And I really think that Uri's got a better team than Bounty Hunters. I know that sometimes putting up 130 is just really rare, and it just doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks 100 again and Bounty Hunters scores 90 points or 95 points or something. I could just see something like that happening. So, anyways, it hurts me, but I do give credit where credit is due, and the Urinators have a great team. I think he made some very good moves, and if he keeps this up, it's week 1. We cannot overreact on the week 1 stuff. We gotta let this stuff play out, but we'll see. Meat and Cheese only versus No Courtesy. I think Kurt, he's gonna go 0-2, and Meat and Cheese just continues their reign there. Or I guess you could say Meat and Cheese rolls again because get it, their Meat and Cheese on a roll is okay. Wow, no one liked that one. Okay, so the Phalanx versus the Regulators. I'm just gonna go with the team that's clearly better, and that's the Phalanx on that one. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. All right, so then you got the Bad Boys versus the Implication. I'm really interested to see if the Implication is real. I'm really interested to see if this is a real thing. I don't know. They took on a bad team, and now is kind of their chance as well to. Because I was saying earlier that Bounty Hunters took on a bad team, but really I think that's only because he could only keep 3 keepers, and then the rest of his team he drafted was just really bad. No offense, Johnny. You just drafted a really bad team with some okay keepers. But I think the Implication really has something to prove here, and winning last week is very impressive. I think this is our other. Is that right? Oh yeah, this is our other team. 2 teams that are both 1-0 that are facing each other. I'm gonna go with the Bad Boys. Bad Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Bad Boys there in this game. Until the Implication proves me wrong, which could also happen, and I wouldn't be surprised this week. I really would not be surprised, but I'll take the loss on that. So then you have the Gotham Knights versus the Experience. The Experience had a very rough week last week, but I fully expect them to get it going. Aaron Rodgers had a really bad go at it. He was rusty. He got week 1 under his belt. I think he's going to be a lot better. However, as of now, it does appear that he has Lamar Jackson in there, which is man, it's an interesting way to go. Is all I'm going to say. Then you have the he must be reading the ESPN information. Okay. Anyways, then you've got the Gotham Knights who are banking on Chris Thompson, apparently, for the Redskins, even though Adrian Peterson is very likely to get most of the carries there. I should probably not even say that. I don't know why I'm telling you who's going to play and who's not going to play, but Adrian Peterson's probably going to play a lot more than Chris Thompson. But Chris Thompson is likely to be, that 3rd down back, so maybe more touchdowns, not as many yards kind of guy. I don't know. So, anyways, sort of like a Duke Johnson or something. Who knows? So it's going to be a very interesting matchup there. I think that Cody is going to find himself cheering against his own team, which is the Panthers, because the Gotham Knights have the Panthers defense and Greg Olsen, I believe. I didn't actually write it down. I totally forgot to, but I think that's what's there on that. So he might be like, Greg Olson, if you could stop pitching the ball, like, let's share the ball over there. Or, like, oh, defense, I mean, if you want to, like, allow a field goal here, or, like, maybe a touchdown, like, every once in a while. As long as we're, like, way up, as long as we have, like, a double-digit lead, like, it's okay if y'all want to score, like, a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So there's that. Then you've got the Rowdies versus Baltimore. The Rowdies are going to rebound here. I think no looking at text messages is going to help. But I do expect a lot more from Zeke this week. I think Zeke's going to carry the ball a lot more. And I think Sonny Michel could see a heavy workload, especially once the Patriots really get up against the Dolphins, who could be the worst team in the NFL. Or they end up just giving the ball to White and just saying, like, let's just let Sony chill and just give it to White and let's run out the clock, or let's use both of them. Who knows? No one knows what the Patriots are going to do. But I am a little nervous about those two. So, anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Holla, holla, holla for a dollar, dollar, dollar. Oh, man. What a freaking week. So many injuries. So much crazy shit happening. I still hate you, though, Yuri. Bye.